running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Good. 180.
First carry for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll give it to Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Fournette on the counter. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Let's go. 50, plant.
50 wants the money. Let's go.
Smooth.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Buzz, buzz.
50 wants the money.
Yep.
50 wants the money. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made by Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Yo, 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 go, go, Bravo. Go.
2nd and 5. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down.
Hey, 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 hey.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
Hey,
line.
wahoo.
Like that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3, 2-18, jump.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Watch the shit. Hey,
Hey,
hey. 50 wants the money. 50 wants.
hey, zoom.
In your face.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No chance. Regular.
A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Play fake. Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Yes.
You ain't doing nothing today. 51 the Mike, boys, 51.
Looking to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Shift. Mike 51, Mike 51. Time to go, night. 51, Mike 51. All you get is a header.
Hey, Charlie.
51's the Mike.
No.
It's the Mike. Watch the slap. Hey, watch it.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run. Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Well, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 yards, good enough for a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's got it. And he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
We got this. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The end result, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 79! 79! 51. Hey, exit.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. I got it.
To throw, Rivers. Complete to Hilton. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, orbit.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Hey, Delta.
Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now Rivers. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Red Delta. Hey, Echo.
Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike.
Load it.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 4. Watch twist.
Wait, 89.
Again, it's Rivers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, easy. 50 smooth.
Ready? Go, Mike.
Rivers now. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Kill. Mike 51. I'll get him. Get him.
5.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
What's screen? Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Mike!
Rip left. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Bravo!
Hey, it's coming up.
Mike!
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Let's go, D.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
51's the mic.
Left.
Let's go, D.
Hey.
51, Mike 51.
Hey. High 7.
Hey, watch the slant.
Behind.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Third down. 3rd and long.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And an alley to run.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
180! Let's go, let's go!
Now Mayfield. Toward the pylon, caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
180! I'm coming!
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51. Oh, you got deep? 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Hey, check. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Hey, Zoo. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Chubb running right, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check 26. Cluster. Load it. Light. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he'll find Hall. The 40. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 78 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Hey, Charlie.
To try again after the sack, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
12. Hey. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I'm coming after you. Load it. Tighten up.
Rivers to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Check 52.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Fights through him. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Load it. Go. Here we go. Check. Hey, check 24.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check three, check three.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it. Kill. Turn up. Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, exit. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, that QB's trash.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Run 80. Good. 51. Hey, orbit.
51's the Mike.
You don't know no better.
Well, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Q.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, Rocket.
6 man.
And the blitz does come. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey. Switch. 51's a Mike. Red.
We want this.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Safety's creeping.
Orange 5-4. 58, echo. 58 to Mike.
Let's get the ball. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 buzz.
Load it.
Mike, 58.
Load it.
58 to Mike.
Hey, 79. Hey, box truck. I got you, son. I got you. 300.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. 58's the money.
Come on, baby, come on.
See the skinny.
58, right over.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 58.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now watch one.
Hey, alert 3.
Watch Twiz. Wait, 89.
Now Rivers. Complete. Richardson has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Smooth.
58's the Mike.
Watch the backer. He's crashing. Hey, ready.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
58, right over there.
Red Delta!
Here we go, G, get off the field. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Buzz. Q.
58, boy, 58 to Mike. I'm on.
Rivers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Bravo. 58, come on. You go night-night. Don't go night-night. Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, hey, hey.
Here's Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming, and we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders.
A 27-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give me.